Hi everyone, it's Rhonda with Stampin' Koalas back with part 2 of the Valentine's Day card and exploding box. So this is the box. If you haven't seen part 1, we are going to do this box, and it just opens up, and inside is a little curvy keepsake box that you can open up and put treats in and a little hidden surprise or whatever you'd like. Mine's very plain just because it's for a class tomorrow, and I just wanted to sample so that they can see what it is all about that they're making. They can fill in all these extra pieces with extra bits if they'd like, or write little love notes or what have you. So let's go ahead and get started. We are going to start with a piece of excuse me, basic black cardstock, cut at 10 inches by 10 inches, and we are going to bring in the gift box punch board. Mine's not through Stampin' Up. I had purchased mine from We Are Memory Keepers before Stampin' Up had gotten theirs, so sorry it's not a Stampin' Up product. So we are going to use a little guide on here and go to the 10 by 10. So this is going to make a 3 1/4 by 3 1/4 by 3 1/4 inch box, and we are going to cut or punch, and score on the larges on here. So let's go ahead and get that going. So we'll line that up with the large on this side and punch and score, and because it's a heavier cardstock, you really want to punch that, and I've got to pull out the arm that extends out a bit so I don't lose my spot. So really push down on that when you're using a heavier cardstock. If you were using a DSP, you wouldn't push as hard. Whoops, forgot to score over here. And go over to the large over here and score down. Excuse me. Turn your paper and do that all 4 times until you've got it nice. Punch, score, and score. I haven't really used my box punch very much. And there we have all 4 sides, and then you're just going to come along and insert the 4 little corners into the back of here, because it creates a little latch so that the box can hold together without having to use any glue. Do that all 4 times as well. And we are done with the board. Now you're going to come in with your bone folder, and you're going to really want to crease these down. A nice good crease, because you want the box to fold nice. And then where we scored on the side, you have these little, and that's what creates this little bend. So you should just be able to just come right in and just, I don't know if you can see that, and just push it down. It's hard with the black, but it should just fold nicely if you've creased it nicely, and give it a good burnish again. Because of the way I'm doing this box, we won't, you can then come in if you wanted to, and you can glue these little flaps into the box, but we're not going to, because we're leaving it fairly open. And then you're going to take your scissors, and there's only a couple spots on here that need to be trimmed. I don't know if you can see that right here. There's just a little spot that needs to get cut out on 4 of the corners. You'll be able to see which once they are. Just quickly cut them out. One more. It just helps when you're closing the lids. There we go. So there's our box. Now, I have cut from the Stacked with Love DSP paper the hearts and the X's and O's, and I'm just going to place them in the 4 little spots in here, and these are cut at 3 by 3. This time I'm just going to use, for fast sake, I'm just going to use the Tombow liquid adhesive. It's just quick. Just give it a good. And then just, when your pieces aren't lying in the way. I find the liquid Tombow good because especially on the black, you can't quite see where you need to line up, and this way you have a little bit of a leeway if you need to move it. Line it up so it's somewhat straight. I wish they'd had made this in a 12 by 12 stack. I really have liked using it, but you get a lot of little pieces. I have a bucket going with all my little scraps because you never know when you might need a little piece, rather than wasting a whole sheet and cutting it up. One more piece to go, and you can decorate the outside too with the exact same stuff. I didn't. I just left mine blank with, I just cut out some hearts. Because mine's not going to anybody. And there we have it. So there's the inside of our exploding box. Now we will bring in the curvy keepsake. And I've already cut one of the pieces out to save time, but I wanted to show you how I was going to do the other piece. Let me just punch that out and set that aside. So now what I've done is I've come in with this, and I've got my heart from this is actually from the mini treat bag. And I'm just gonna, I think, unless that came with the curvy keepsake, that could have came with the curvy keepsake, sorry, I'll have to check that one out. No, it didn't, sorry, it came with the mini treat bag. Anyway, you don't have to do this step, if you don't have it, that's fine. If you have a heart punch, maybe you can get that in there. I didn't try, however. So I'm just lining it up so it touches the bottom, and I just took some washi tape so it doesn't move, and put it on top of that, so that when it's in the big shot, it doesn't want to slide around and I have some weird cuts. So I will be right back. And there we have it. And then I kept the heart that I cut out and I attached it to the outside of my box. Just peel that washi tape off. Good thing about washi tape, it doesn't stick. There's a heart. And pull this out. You can see that. And we're going to stick a window sheet in there. I haven't bought any of the window sheets, so what I use is the plastic that comes with the photopolymer, and I just cut it up. And I have a piece right here. I'm not sure if you can see that. It's just a little piece that I cut and just measured in there. And I just took some glue dots and just kind of randomly stuck some glue dots where they needed to be. One there. You don't want this to fall out either. And then you can stick whatever you want inside the box when you're all done. Could even stick in a little candle or one of those little battery operated tea lights. And then just line that up so it fits over there. You see that? That's all I've done. And then what I did when I made mine yesterday is I just came in and just snipped some of this plastic out of here because you don't really need it. You don't have to worry about it catching on anything. There's a little piece hanging out over there. There you have it. There's that piece. And now we can assemble our curvy keepsake. Oh. And to cut the curvy keepsake, it is, you use a 6x6 sheet will cut one of these sides out. Just line that up so it's sitting like that. Take the fast fuse so this box doesn't fall apart. This is the part that I have the trouble with, is trying to line this up so it's not got an overhang, but we'll close at the same time. The fast fuse, you don't have any leeway. And just come in and grab your little pieces. Can give that a good little push down. And there's our little curvy keepsake box. Isn't that cute? And then you can just stick something in there. I then cut out a little bow from the mini treat bag as well. And just, instead of using ribbon, just attached, I use the same XOXO paper, and just stick that on the top of our box. Give it a little bow. Just take another little glue dot and stick it on there. Center. And there's a little bow. Now I have a tag on the other one. So again, we're going to use this with the modern label punch. As well as the window punch. And I had a piece of Whisper White cardstock here somewhere. I keep losing all my little sheets this morning. Or my scraps, I should say. And before I cut that out, I have from the Teeny Tiny Wishes stamp set, I am using the I Love You stamp. Oh, no, it's not from this one. Sorry, it's from the Good Greetings stamp set, the I Love You. Sorry about that. And then take the Clips of Coral ink pad and just stamp that. Bring in a scrap piece of paper because I don't have the stickers on mine. Make sure I'm going the right way. Yep. Come in, punch that on the Whisper White. Perfect. And then come back in with the word window punch. Just line that up. Punch it. There we go. Come in with another. I'm just going to use liquid glue because it's right here and fast. Grab my tweezers and my modern label that I cut out. Just line that up. Just like that. Grab a rhinestone there just to give it some bling. Take another glue dot. Make sure I have the right end and just stick it on the end there. And we're just going to tuck it underneath that flap. Just like that. Now we're going to bring back our box. Get this all going the right way. And all I did was took some fast fuse. Well, actually, no, sorry, glue dots. That way the box will come out. And just on the bottom of here, just put 2 little glue dots. Just so it doesn't move inside the box. And voila, stuck down. Perfect. Then come in and close it up. Yesterday this didn't want to close for me at all, so I had my husband trying to help me close it. I think it's just because I have nails and they just weren't wanting to grab, but it will close when it wants to. There we go, just like that. And then I took the silver glimmer or silver shiny paper and the heart punch. No, sorry, I used that one from the piece that we cut out. And the heart. We're going to use silver paper. Before I do cut that out and attach it to this, I took from the Hello Life stamp set the love with the squiggly lines, and on this paper you have to use Stays On because it's the only thing that won't smudge. It dries fairly fast. And just kind of stamp that, or ink that up, sorry. Come back in and just kind of line that up. Doesn't matter because you're gonna cut that out anyway. Just like that. And come in with your heart, sweetheart punch. And just cut that out. Or punch that out, sorry. Bring your, and we're going to take a dimensional and pop up this silver one. And attach that to the Calypso Coral Heart. Again, come in with the rhinestone. Always got to have bling. And just pop that on there. And then I'm going to just take a glue dot and stick it on the back of this heart. Bring the box back in and just kind of stick it down. Not too tight because you want to be able to get in there if you need to. I have my other ones holding my box closed. Then all I did was took some, I just grabbed my little sweetheart, or my mini heart punch and just punched out the X's and O's wherever I put it. Or even just take one of these little hearts, cut them out, just to stick some random hearts to decorate the outside of the box. Glue dot. I was very organized until I started, and now I have such a mess that I keep looking for everything. I just randomly stick them. Or you can decorate it with paper, or ribbon, or whichever you prefer. Just some random. Take some silver. Just cut out some mini ones. And just maybe stick that one there. But there you have it. An exploding box to go with the Valentine's card that I just did previously. So there you have it. This one's done in Calypso Coral, and you just open that up, and there you have it. Nice little gift to give to your loved one. And stick something cute in there. Like I said, write some sayings, whichever you prefer, and then just close it back up. Well, when it wants to close. That's why I had my heart on this one. And there's the red one that I did. So thanks for stopping by, and don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, or leave a comment. And if you are in Australia and need a demonstrator and don't have one, send me a message. I would gladly love to send you some magazines. Thanks. Bye.